Okay, so during today's video, we are going to work on the strategy of self-monitoring. So as the student reads, we're going to pause along the way, especially when the student makes an error, and hope that the student can identify that an error was made, and then try a couple different strategies to work through that error to find ways that we can correct it. So the story that we're reading today is called At the Zoo. It's about a mom and her son who go to the zoo and they see lots of different animals at the zoo. Go ahead and read the title page for me.
At the zoo. At the zoo. Come here, said Mom. Come and see the elevator.
Okay, you worked well on that. Where was the hard part on that page?
That last word.
I really like that you tried to work that word out. It was good the way that you looked at the beginning of the word and saw that E-L, and you knew that E-L said L. What do you think is at the end of the word elevator?
R.
R. Let's check. Does this word end in an R?
No.
So does that look right?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Does it make sense in this sentence? Come and see the elevator?
No.
So we checked to see if it looked right, and we checked to see if it made sense. Were you right with that word?
No.
Okay, so can you think of a word that starts with L and makes sense with this picture and what's going on at the zoo?
Elephant.
Good, let's try that. Go ahead and read this page.
Come and see the elephant.
Good. So, does that make sense?
Yes.
Does it look right? What should be in the end of elephant, if you think about that word? Elephant.
T.
T. Let's check. Does it end in a T?
Yes.
Does it look, so it looks right. Does it make sense on this page?
Yes.
Great reading. Let's keep going.
Come here, said Mom. Come and see the bears.
You're doing a great job reading. Was that okay?
Yes,
How do you know?
because the last word started with the B and there are bears in the picture.
Great thinking. I like that you're reading carefully and thinking about what you're reading.
Come here, said Mom. Come and see the zebras. Come and see the money, said Mom. Look at the money.
Try that page again.
Come and see the monkeys, said Mom. Look at the monkeys.
Great job. You noticed your mistake. You made a correction.
Look at the baby monkey.
Okay, so during that video, you saw that the student was able to identify the part of the reading that was hard for him. He then used visual and meaning clues to see if the word that he chose at first made sense, and he noticed that it didn't, and he was able to then use visual and meaning cues again to correct the word himself. Later on in the reading, when he said monies instead of monkeys, he was able to do this without any teacher prompting. For students who are at a higher level or who have had more practice with self-monitoring, you want to give them plenty of time to try to make corrections on their own without giving any teacher prompts. You might even say something like, "You made a mistake on that page. Can you find it?" This shows that you have confidence in the student that they'll be able to search for the information that they need, as well as identify and correct the mistake independently. Okay, so now we're going to read another book called Harvest Mice, and it's going to give us lots of facts and information about this little creature called a harvest mouse.
Harvest mice. The harvest mouse is tiny. It is the smallest mouse in the world. The harvest mouse has 2 black eyes and 2 small ears. It has a small nose and some very long whiskers. It has 4 little pink feet called paws, and it has a long tail. Harvest mice are so light that they can climb around in tall grass and wet. They hold on with their tails and their back paws.
You made a mistake on this page. Can you find it?
Harvest mice are so light they can climb around in tall grass and wheat.
Was that right?
That's right, because there's a picture of some wheat here. And it's harvest.
So even though it felt like a long time waiting for that student to process and go back and find his mistake, it was important to allow the student that time to really think about it and find the mistake rather than prompting him. If I would have cut in and prompted him, it is reinforcing the fact that I'm going to do the work for him rather than giving the student the chance to learn that he's going to find the mistake and going to be able to correct and self-monitor more as he reads on his own.